Yes, welcome to the Renew Your Resilience Summit. I'm so glad to have you. My name is John Blake. I'm a co founder at Soccer Resilience and a high school soccer coach in the state of North Carolina. I cannot wait to talk to you guys about something that's near and dear to my heart being a transformational coach. I've coached soccer for over 13 years, and when I started, I was very transactional in my approach. I cared about wins and losses, and I didn't really care about the whole person. It was not very holistic. In the last few years, I've changed my approach and I've become better as a person first and a coach second. My teams have become more resilient and overall more successful on the field and off the field. Tonight, I want to share with you some things that I look at and things that I do that help my teams become more resilient and my coaching style become more transformative. Let's dive right in and take a look at your team and your players. Do you have players that are limited with their motivation? Do they lack confidence and fear mistakes? Are they only focused on the short term and not the long term goals? Do they lack a sense of creativity, maybe even in the final third? Are they disengaged in practice or in games, especially in big moments, maybe even corners? Do you call them not tough? Do they feel like they're burned out, maybe from over practicing or overplaying in games and key matches? And do you feel like your players are outcome driven, where they just focus on the scoreboard? If so, these things are very transactional, and maybe you need to take a look at your approach. 5 years ago, my teams and players were very transactional because of my transactional coaching style. And it's important for me to tell you that was me, but I've changed. And it's important as coaches for us to grow and get better, just like we demand our players to grow and get better. A growth mindset is key. I've changed my coaching style from being more transactional and results driven to being more transformational and people driven. First step to foster a culture of trust, collaboration, and resilience is transformational leadership. It starts with engaging players on a personal level, understanding their aspirations, and connecting them to the team's overall objectives. Alignment is key. Let's look at some questions that I used to ask my teams. How many goals are you going to score tonight? Did you follow the set plays we discussed in practice? Why won't you execute the drills correctly? Stop dribbling out of bounds. Now, does this sound like a coach you want to play for? No, that's transactional. You're asking kids to do something for a desired result. You're not asking them to do a process that gets the result that is desired. Here's some examples of transformative questions that I might ask my team. How do you think our game plan contributed to our success last night? Or were there certain challenges in the match last night that might have not been experienced before? What aspects of your performance during the game last night do you feel particularly proud of? Do you want to feel that feeling again? And I might even ask my team, how can we tailor your fitness routine or your mental routine to better suit your playing style or your specific position? And the most important question I ask my players is, how do you need me to coach you? Now, asking the right questions takes practice. That's right, lots of practice. I still ask very transactional questions to my players, oftentimes at halftime or maybe even prior to the game, but I'm very aware now that I need to be more transformational in my approach. Transformational coaching encourages so much creativity. It creates comfort and confidence. It's about unlocking the full potential of your players each and every time. Allowing them to express themselves creates great team dynamics. Now, I think the number one question we can ask our players is, did you enjoy that? Oftentimes we forget that that's what it's all about. And yes, this is very cliche, and you want players to have fun. But ask them things like, hey, that was a really good shot. Did you enjoy that? Hey, I'm sorry that you missed that PK. Did you enjoy that? Hey, you guys won tonight. Did you guys enjoy that? Hey, guys, was that your best performance? Did you enjoy that? That changes perspective, and it really makes them question the process that went into the moment. Now, hopefully this helps some. And it's very important to continue to transition from being a transactional coach to a transformative coach. However, there's a lot of outside factors that can get in the way. Let's focus on parents for a second. Parents want their kids to be happy. They want more playing time. They want their kids to be the star, and they want them to play in the position in which their kids enjoy most. However, it's important as a transformational coach to not focus on just making the players happy. Hold them to standards. And when parents ask, hey, I really want my kid to get more playing time, how do I do that? You need to make sure they understand that it's your job as a coach to make sure their kid is happy and is able to flourish later in life. So you're putting them in situations that will teach them how to be better people first and players second.